We're on our way from New Zealand to Fiji. Maggie's got a beautiful pasta dish ready. We're leaving the stormy, rainy, cold weather behind. You see it out there. It's awful. Just leaving Opua. Should be there in 6 to 8 days, depending on the winds. Quite light wind conditions coming. We've got to pick up a little bit of east in the first few days so that we get a run into Fiji. Goodbye New Zealand. See you in Fiji. Well, we've been going for 3-4 hours now. We've averaged 8.5 knots. We've had about what have we had? We've had about 18 knots apparent at 150 degrees. Sea state is quite flat. But you can see it's pretty messy, short. Wouldn't want to be going back that way. But we're getting along. Hitting over 10 at times. But generally sitting on 7.5, 8. Got the dining table here drops down to a double bed. We've got that all set up. Got pre-cooked meals, so we just warm them up. All ready for the night. Completely beautiful. It says on our GPS we'll be there in 6 days. Let's see how that goes. Margie's on duty at the moment. Everything fine, Margie? Got the genoa out, just about as wide an angle as we can run with this genoa in the main. We're heading about 15 degrees east of north to get a little bit of east into the bank for when we come into the last couple of days. So this is night sailing, still going well. The Ray Marine screen has a new nighttime vision now. It's quite an easy palette to look at. But, we just did a bit of a jibe to get the wind angle and increase our angle. Away we need to pick up as much east as we can before the next couple of days, so you can see the line that's going perpendicular there. That's where we're heading, and the dotted line off to the left is the line to Fiji. So, and it's 995 nautical miles to go. Now this is our FLIR screen. So it's a thermal camera. We run it every night we're sailing. So it picks up 1/100th of a degree temperature change. So if there's a log or a buoy or a shipping container or an unmarked vessel or anything like that, it comes up, it puts a yellow box around it and a measurement. You can also set the alarm. It's a great thing. So yeah, there at the moment we're doing 8.9 knots or 15 knots apparent at 140 degrees. Very good. We're about 24 hours in since we left Opua. I'll just show you on the map. We left here. We're up about there. We've got to go up to there. This is the rum line, and we're east about 80 nautical miles, so that when we get up here, we're aiming at Minerva Reef just there, and then we can pick up the trades and go across there. Margie and I were really amazed by the feeling of the boat coming across from New Zealand to Fiji. At times it was quite blustery and 4 metre seas and a bit messy, and it felt like the boat was just riding on custard. It was incredible feeling with autopilot or wind vane and just absolutely flying across the water. It's so beautiful. "42 hours at sea, and as it's expected, we're in the top third of a high. No wind, no sea. Fire up the motors. We're making good time. I think we've averaged about 7.5. Whatever that is, about 300 nautical miles, 350 maybe. Couldn't get any better. Well, a little bit of breeze might be nice. I think about later on today we might get 10 or 15 knots. In the meantime, sit back and hurry wait. Got the fishing rods out. Seen a few bait fish scattering around the place. Lots of albatross going around. Magnificent bird they are. This morning we had a couple of squid over a foot long on the deck of the boat. I think we were surfing down a wave, topping out at 13.5 knots a few times. Maybe that was just too much for them. Something big was going to eat them. Here comes the albatross now. You can see him there. Beautiful. This is our third night of sailing, making great time. You can see there we got 700 nautical mile to go. It's a little bit like playing computer games with all this electronics. Those purple spots are rain squalls coming through, so we just navigate our way around. Go to starboard 10 degrees or port 10 degrees or whatever we need to do to miss those, unless we want to wash the boat down. Speed over ground 7.5, true wind 12. With our motor sailing, we got one engine on the 1600 revs. Course over ground 2-3 degrees. We'll just come back a bit there now. I just went off course a bit to this storm. Also, this FLIR camera is another really nifty bit of gear. Quite interesting there. The water temperature's up to 20 degrees. We've done like 400 nautical miles, and when we left New Zealand it was 14 degrees, and now it's 20. Much nicer. Had the fishing rod out today, but no luck. One of the other boats that's coming along with us caught a nice albacore. Hopefully we'll get one of those tomorrow. I'm on shift till 9:30. Maggie's having a little sleep now. We'll see you in the morning. This afternoon we have quite a bit more wind. 15 to 18 I think is the top. It's about 90 degrees. A good angle. The swell's coming in on the beam as well, so it's making it a little bit bumpier, but gosh, it's only about 1.5 meters. But we are doing 7.5, 8 knots most of the time, so we're making our way along. And now that we've got these clears all the way around, we don't get any weather spray, breeze. It's nice and toasty, warm, calm. We've got everything set out. A load of washing today, made water, caught no fish. But now we are really moving along. When we get to 178 degrees east, we're going to make a 20-degree turn and head straight to Fiji then. That gives us a good angle with the winds getting around to the northeast a little bit more. It's east at the moment, and we'd make a 20-degree turn or thereabouts. We'll have the wind and the swell a little bit behind us then. It's our FLIR camera out on the port bow. It's a thermal camera. Turn it on at the night, so it makes it like daylight in front of us. Quite good for when there's no moon. Tonight there's about half moon, but it doesn't come up till midnight. So it's nice to have a screen there. You're just looking out in front, see all the waves and white caps. And it is for picking up debris in the water or fish traps or anything like that. Great. This morning brings more blustery conditions. Last night, a big while, gusting 30 knots a lot of the time. Did average about 9 knots, I think. A whole heap of flying fish and squid. The flying leather was too much for the flying fish. Had breakfast. Margie's doing the weather routing. Anything to report, Margie? Just more of the same.
Yeah, be very gusty.
I really want to go outside those clears. It's so cosy in here. Believe me, that is a 4-metre sea. And we are doing 8.5 knots at the moment. Got 2 reefs in the main and 1 in the Genoa. Still doing 9.7, 9.3. Off 21 knots breeze. Got this little 90% shade cloth and put a Velcro strip all the way around the top of the helm enclosure, and you can just move that with a shade cloth wherever you want, keep the sun out of your eyes. Works really well. Well, this is our last evening at sea. 6 days from New Zealand to Fiji. Here we are here. Little X marks the spot. So just 40 miles to go, nautical mile to go. We've just noticed on the AIS the New Zealand warships coming to greet us. Must have been something we said. Who knows? Anyway, it's been quite a blustery passage, getting up to 30 knots at times, 4 metre seas, mostly sitting around 20-25. We've scooted along. I think we've averaged 8, something like that. Being 8, 9, 10. Beautiful sky. Got some boat cleaning to do in the next few days. And anyway, we've got 7 days in quarantine now. So we've got plenty of time to do it. Well, here we are. Arrived into Fiji. I'll tell you what, it's quite different. Air temperature is about 30. Water temperature is 27, 28. And we're going to stay in this anchorage for 7 days, quarantine. And then we make our way over there to the marina for normal check-in. There's 5 boats here at the moment. You can go for a swim off your boat, you're not allowed to swim too far. Why not, Margie says. And cheese. Nice. Okay, so big smile from the Navy guy. He's keeping a very close eye on us.
Bula.
Bula.
And this is Bully.
Bully.
And this is Dal.
No.
Right.
You're doing a great job, guys. You seriously need a new boat.
Here we all are in Nandi Bay doing the rest of our 14-day quarantine. Guys on the Navy ship came out to us every day to check that we were okay and to ask if we needed any food or water or any emergency supplies. And on the 12th day, here are the health guys arriving to check our health and to do the COVID tests. So these COVID tests are exactly the same as the New Zealand COVID tests. And on the 14th day, when our negative tests had come back, they let us know that the next day we'd be allowed to come into Danarau Marina and check into Fiji. The government health officials came back to our boat on day 15 of our quarantine and let us know that our COVID tests had come back negative and to give us our full health clearance certificate to allow us to check into Danarau Marina. So here we are entering Danarau Marina and our check-in happened very quickly and very efficiently. It was very friendly and we saw people from immigration and from biosecurity, and then we were given our cruising permit, which allows us to go to everywhere and anywhere in Fiji.